Master Hiran talking about roast in May. Go ahead, Hiran. Let's see, are you unmuted? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
You can hear me okay? And just also, if you can give me rights to share my screen. I just want, and as I do that, you know, I'm sure that this is the last speech and I want to make it the best one. So, and it's a quick one. So if you can all put up your cameras, only if you could, because you're going to enjoy this a bit. It is for short 3 minutes and would like to have as many people on the camera because you're going to see a visual delight here. Can I ask for a screen share permission, please? The Toastmaster of the evening or the admin, if you can just ask, you know, give me the rights to just share a slide that I want to take people through.
I'm not sure if CJ or Alicia who has control.
Only Willie has the control, right?
Willie?
Yeah, I think I have. No, I have. All right, so I hope you are able to see my screen and let me just try and adjust to the right frame. Just give me a moment timer before I get going with this. All right. Okay. Yes. So the title is Roasting in May. And before I begin, and thank you for everyone who started the camera. So just let me start with a small disclaimer, which says that the views and the photographs that you're going to see now are solely for speech presentation and fun purposes. The views are solely of mine, which is Toastmaster Hiran, and they have nothing to do with the club or the president or the execo. So it is for a little fun. So I would expect all of you to take it with a little bit of fun. If you feel a little sad or bad after the presentation, I will owe you an apology. But here we begin. So when I begin, a quick introduction on what does roast mean. So it is not a topic that we use often, but essentially what we mean by a roast is that it is used in the speaking sense as to making, probably applying the heat or someone, the person is being heated or being cooked or made fun of. So actually, in literal sense, roast is being considered as positive recognition to the contribution for their presence. That is what we mean by roast. Now, when this topic came in and I was researching, who can I make fun of? Who can I you know, to cook tonight? So then I said, okay, why should I take an individual? Because we are in the Singapore Online English Toastmaster Club, a full family. So I said, let me pick up the following people as the roast. So what I said, why an individual? I should pick up a set of individuals that form the full Singapore Online Toastmasters family. So here it is, a couple of them I have enjoyed, and this comes after, you know, staying in this club for last 6-7 months of what a visual delight it is sitting on the screen. So let's enjoy this roast moment. The first is the energetic lot. You know, these people are extremely energetic. They have their hands and hands all over the screen. And I love the energy that these individuals bring in to the club. So and the energy is so infectious that you really like that they are a part of it. And I see some thumbs up going. So I think all of you agree. The other lot is the well-dressed, well-framed lot. They are always very meticulous, very well-dressed, you know, clean-shaven, well-dressed, perfect frame, as I would call it. It's always a visual delight to watch them in the frame. You will never have a crease on their shirt, which is what I guarantee. And that's why I call them the well-dressed, well-framed individuals of the club. The other is the perfect frame ones. These guys go out of the way to create a frame which is creatively best. I don't know where do they get these creatively ideas from, but depending on the topic, they change their frame in a visual jiffy. These are the creative lot that I call them, who bring that treat visual delight always in the club. So these are the creative best for whom the right frame matters for the right occasion. So while you have the perfect frame matters, they are the family frame. So these people come with a full family in, rather than an individual, they are there as a family. And it's such a delight that you're not alone, but you see it as a complete family. It brings that warmth, that brings that infection whenever I see these individuals. So that's the family frame for you, ladies and gentlemen. The other is the zoomed and the unzoomed lot. So some people get great in front of the camera. Some people get hazy and shaky in the camera, but they are the zoomed and the unzoomed in the frame. So, it's always either they are too animated, or you hardly see an expression in them because their camera is hazy or they're too far. So that's what I called the zoomed and the unzoomed lot when I call on these individuals. Moving on, the animated frame. So these are people who bring in a lot of animation. They are Uncle Onions, Uncle Chicken, Uncle Chips, whatever, but they bring in that animation that brings in that visual delight when it comes to listening to them, or when you look at their evaluation, their comments. So this is what I called as the animated lot of the Singapore Online Toastmaster Club. And remember, it is always a good pleasure to have, because they have the wit and they bring in that little creature, that animation that brings in a visual delight when you are listening to them or hearing them. The next is the very beautiful lot, which is what I call as the smiling delight. It is such a visual treat to watch them. They are the fair, lovely, beautiful, and handsome people that you can get when you are watching that Zoom screen. Very beautiful faces, very delightful, cheerful people who bring that infectious light, and you feel that you frame them and keep looking at them, because it is so visually appealing from this side of the screen to watch them when they smile, when they comment, when they engage with you. Yeah. And last but not the least, our beloved president. So the anxious frame before the start of the meeting, and the happiness frame at 1 a.m. after the meeting. It is always delight to have him support us, be the encouraging anchor that he is